This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped's Lawnmower 4.0 is the professional grooming kit for the male body. Use the code Chappy20 for 20% off your orders at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your balls will thank you. Welcome everyone to the channel. Welcome. Leicester have just drew at the King Power Stadium 2-2 with Burnley. Hope you're all okay. If you've just joined me from the watch along, thank you for coming over to the new stream. Winksy's with me backstage as well. I'll discuss a little bit about the Man United game probably for a bit of banter because they lost and we didn't. But first, I think we need to discuss Leicester's defending today. Wasn't the greatest, in all honesty. Guys, thank you for coming in, though. This channel is supported by Manscaped.com. Please, the pin chat right now will take you straight to it. The pin chat, the link will take you to Manscaped.com. All of your products, 20% off. Chappy20 is your code. The Lawnmower 4.0. It's a beautiful razor, by the way. It's honestly, there's no cuts in this thing. You won't cut your nutsack, none of those snags. If you do that anyway already with your normal razor, don't do that and then use your razor on your face. Use a proper dedicated razor for your balls, man. Sort yourselves out and get yourselves a Lawnmower 4.0. You can use it for your underarms as well. It's a cracking little device, and honestly, you might as well go for it. It's free shipping, 20% off. Chappy20 is your code. Trust me, your missus will like it. You'll like it. Your balls will like it too. So go for it. Blow your load. No, blow your load. Blow your... You probably will blow your load with that thing. Go and get it. Chappy20 is your code. Right, Winksy, my boy. Let's get you in. There he is.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about the score line, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. Why can't we remove this MP? There he is. I have to remove some of these things. There's loads here. It was Gio, wasn't it? Gio's the man. I don't know why that's gone funny for, but we'll sort that out in a second. There you go, Gio. Right, Winksy, did you watch the full game?
Mm-hmm.
And
it was good, mate. It was good to see you come back into it. Obviously, you know, with Burnley having a lead, you'd think that they'd probably hold on to it until the final seconds. But yeah, as I said, I think it's probably a little bit of a different Burnley this season, probably even worse than they are usually. But 2-2, if you look at it, 2-2 at Burnley's against Burnley, sorry, it's not brilliant.
No,
it's not fantastic.
It's not.
Especially when you've been fighting the whole game to get back into it against Burnley, which probably makes it a little bit worse. But you've got the point, mate. It's better than losing all three. So it's a positive, definitely, and it's good to see Vardy back on the score sheet at both ends as well. So.
It is good to see Jamie Vardy. Speaking of Jamie Vardy, he almost got a hat-trick, really. He got one in his own goal and two in the other. So not quite the real hat-trick, but it'll do. Honestly, though, I thought Leicester played quite well going forwards. It's the defence I was a bit worried about. And let's be honest, that last goal, imagine if that stood. This show would have been a completely different. And I think a lot of people would be here to see me crying. Let's be honest with you. Sometimes you're relying on like outrageous results to pull in views, but I don't really want my team to lose just so we get more views. I don't work that way. I know some YouTubers do, but we don't. We're honest here. We're honest here. Lee, if you had to guess where we'll finish, what would it be? Top 10.
Relegation?
Top 10. Top 10. That's it. I can't tell you anywhere else. But I do think we'll go far in the cup competitions.
Yeah. I think you've got as much as a chance to win the Europa League than any team has before, mate. Honestly, you've got a brilliant squad rotation now with all the depth that you've brought in over the summer. It's just getting all your main players back into it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Why was Lookman taken off? To be honest with you, I don't think he was the greatest today anyway. I think he was a bit quiet, but we'll soon see what people think of that. I'm going to drop over to YouTube for a second and start a poll. Let's see. What's the first poll we can make? We'll go Casper. Go with Casper, I think. Why not? Casper. Let's move over to the tier while we're here. I'll remove well, you can see the players from the Millwall game. No, did we do this for the Millwall or was this from Brighton? I think this was the Brighton
we didn't
game.
do the Millwall one. Yeah, we didn't.
So
do
this
the
is
Millwall.
from last week's Brighton game, and James Maddison got dropped.
Yeah, well, he didn't even start this time. So
no. So let's remove everyone, and let's start again. And what we'll do, we'll start with Casper, because I think a lot of people are going to call for Casper's head today after some of his atrocious passes from the box yet again. We'll soon see. We'll go. I mean, you can't drop Casper though, because you've only got Ward, and how good's Ward in the Premier League?
well, he's not been given a chance, has he?
No, he's not been given a chance. To be fair, you're probably right, but we'll soon see what people are saying in the chat. More people will come in a second. I know that for a fact. Let's just keep going. But the poll is up. Let's see what you guys are saying for Kasper Schmeichel here.
My honest opinion on Casper is the fact that, you know, he's always going to be a brilliant keeper, and I'll repeat myself from last week with the fact that he's definitely given that legendary status as a keeper for Leicester, possibly the Premier League, because of what he did with the title and stuff. But, you know, we always know the worst thing with Kasper Schmeichel is his kicking, and it's getting to the point now where it's becoming a little bit silly, and you've got to kind of mark him down on it now, because you can give it, you can almost say, you know, he's not an outfield player, he shouldn't be able to kick as well as the others, but he's just atrocious at kicking. It's just a different level, mate.
Yeah. We've said this time and time again. His keeping, he's almost like his dad at keeping, but when in terms of his distribution, my God, I think some of those passes that he makes, I mean, that one he put out for a throw, what is he doing? From a goal kick. It's not acceptable.
You know, if you're a keeper, you've got to be good at, you know, with your feet as much as you have with your gloves nowadays. You know, you've seen a lot of the best keepers in the world saving a lot of the shots with their feet as well as their hands. So, you know, you've got to be good with your feet. And I just don't think Kasper Schmeichel is good with his feet at all. It is getting to the point now where he's putting you in danger in games. And I'm worried that, you know, if you get really far in one of these competitions, and, you know, he all relies on a result and he does something like that, you know, it could end up putting you out of it. So
David says it wasn't just his passing. On that last offside goal, Casper did not come out and got two floated balls into the middle of his box. Would have been his fault, in my opinion.
He wasn't commanded enough. And again, that goes back to the captain's argument.
Yeah, you're right, Winks. About the captaincy thing, that's another problem. He's not allowed. I thought he was going to be the leader of the boys. I thought that's a perfect role to give him, because he's loyal to the team. He's loyal for the cause of the, you know, the King Power branding. He's loyal to the owner as well. I thought, yeah, that's perfect. But I don't think a goalkeeper should be captain. I've changed my mind. We need a player on the pitch to be captain.
I mean, you know, 3 years ago, De Gea comes into mind. You know, he was given captain for us, and that was when we were going through the rough patch, and he was probably one of our only better players. And down the years, as we signed a couple more players, we've stripped it off of him now, because, you know, it is just pointless having a player in goal being captain. It's just no good.
Well, 46 votes have put him into the Bob tier, so he's literally gone from GOAT last week, which is a big drop. In honestly, it's just a massive drop. But you guys wouldn't drop him. There's 8% saying drop, but I mean, I still don't think I'd drop him for Ward, purely because we've not seen Ward in the Premier League. Really, there's been no reason to take Casper out. But his distribution starting, I'm pretty sure even Brendan's going to mention it soon. At this point, surely, if we're all saying it, surely Brendan's seeing it too, right?
It's so obvious at this point. They're not mistakes anymore. It's just a regular thing for Casper now to. I think it all depends on the game as well, mate. Because you know, if you're playing in a game where you're winning like by a lot of a score, and you're not giving it back to Casper as much, and he's not having to kick out, etc. You know, he will have these really good games where it all is down to his saving, and it's all down to, you know, him being a keeper. But when you're a bit more equal or losing the game, and he has to be involved a bit more, and you've got to pass back to the keeper, that's when you know, these mistakes start to come out.
Yeah. And Gavin said it best: no leaders on the pitch. That's the problem.
No,
that's the problem.
It's so harsh, I think, on Vardy in particular. For what...
he should be captain all day long, and we'll do that at the end of this show. I'm pretty sure there'll be a vote for Vardy to be captain. all day long. I should do a Twitter vote as well, but there's no leaders on that pitch. But get your votes in on Vestergaard's performance today. Did he have a bit of an average game? He did last week. He's in that tier already. Looks like he remains in there as well. I thought it was quite poor today. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was very poor
nearly let
today.
them score as well.
Yeah, very slow, very sluggish. Some of his passing was not great. He did play one lovely pass forwards. I think it was to Lookman on that right side before Lookman got subbed off. But for me, just not good enough.
No, it's just a massive difference between the Fofana partnership, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, but average. Everyone's saying average. Strange. Maybe I'm just seeing a different game there, but to be fair, you know, when you do these watch along things, you have to monitor a lot of things, the comments, the stats. You can't watch the game for bang on the full 90. You don't see every second of it with your eyes. So maybe I've seen something different to some of the boys, but I'll leave him there then. If Vestergaard's deserves to stay in that
I don't think he did enough to be average today. I think he was probably a reliability in that defence for you today.
Interesting what people are saying. But we move on to his partner in crime, Cags. Sunchu seems to be a little bit off without Fofana.
Confidence. I think it's his confidence.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. The problem is, I keep putting these drop tiers in, but who do you drop them for? If Evans is struggling for that fitness, no one's going to vote on Marty over Sunchu, are they?
Well, no, but I think, to be honest, you might shoot me down for this, but I think Amati, as much as, you know, we've taken the mick, is there really a time you can remember where he's done something atrociously bad, like Perez or some players that I can think of?
I think it's just because he's a bit calamity.
Yeah, but he's just an average player. That's what you're going to get with Amati. He never really excels and he never really drops. He's always quite consistent with his performances. Yeah, you might have a tiny little issue every now and then, but you know what you're going to get with Amati. Whereas I think with Cags, he's a bit of a 50-50 whether you're going to get a good game or you're going to get a bad game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone's put Wilfred Ndidi as captain. That's a shout, though. To be fair, he's in the middle of the park. He's the ball winner, but I don't think he's a commanding player. That's the problem.
He seems like someone who's probably a bit of a whisperer in the changing rooms, and also I think that'd probably crap on Vardy's party because what he's done for the club and to give it to a player who's not been here as half as long as him and been through it all, I think would be quite tight.
Average here, 37 votes in for Cags in the average tier. Didn't have the best of games, but I thought he did have a better game than Vestergaard. I thought Vestergaard was terrible today, but you guys voted him into the average tier, so we'll leave him there. But we'll move on. Bertrand, I thought had an okay game down that side. Linked up well with Harvey Barnes, to be fair, going forwards. But again, at the back, I thought he just average again. Got beat a few times. I suppose, I don't know, we'll leave it up to these guys in the chat and see what they think. But I think he's got a good partnership with Barnes. I think he really has.
I think if it was an informed Barnes, it'd probably highlight Bertrand even more. But unfortunately, he's playing with someone who's, again, lacking on confidence, I think. So.
Yeah. But I love these shows, by the way, because I get to see what people really have seen and what they think about the players. I love it. We need a Steve Walsh. We do need a Steve Walsh. He's here. He's there. He's every fucking where. Stevie Walsh. Steve Walsh. Mad, mate. You weren't even born when that chant was out. You I don't think you were swimming in your dad's nuts at that point.
Well, when was it?
That would have been about 1994, 95, maybe 94.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, I mean, I was only about 7, 8, something like that. It was probably even before then. I can't quite remember. I was a young boy, but Steve Walsh, mad mate, centre back, but played as a number 9 as well, and scored everywhere against. Was it against Derby? I think it was against Derby. I'm sure it was against Derby. My memory's gone, but mind you, I was a kid. So what do you expect? How must you be? You only scored 2, says Mateus. I'm not sure who he's talking to there, to be honest. I'm not sure. Who's talking to there? Who's he talking to? Bertrand, you guys have voted average. We'll stick him into the average tier. By the way, Winksy, I'm having an Indian curry tonight.
Ooh,
that's cool, isn't it?
When's that coming?
Well, I've got to see Sarah in a minute and order it. So might even do a poll in a minute to see and down to the guys of what I have. So we'll do
Tea bags.
Yeah, fuck off. We'll do that in a minute. Right back, poor Ricky P. I don't know what's happened with Ricardo Pereira. I don't know if he took an injury or what. Does anyone know? Did anyone hear it?
Injury prone, mate. He's so injury prone. I think he's such a good player. I really do think he would have been incredible if he didn't have that first problem. But
yeah, Matt Piper. I had an interview when I was with Leicester Fan TV. I did an interview as an audio podcast with Matt Piper, who talked to me about knee problems, right? And once his first injury happened, he never got back to his full, himself. Never got back to where he wanted to be ever, and that happens time and time again for players. You need to look at like Michael Owen. We could list many players that have been ruined by some sort of knee injury, and I'm a little worried that that's going to happen to Ricardo.
I mean, can you imagine at one point he was being linked with Real Madrid and stuff? Like, I literally remember him being linked with £70 million or something like that.
Why not? What a player he is! And if you play FIFA, I without doubt you've got to put him in your team. He's a cracking player. But unfortunately, in the real world, he looks like he's made of paper at the minute. I'm a little bit worried. But he did go forwards today. He linked up quite well. I thought he was going to turn it over, and really, but it's just one of those things. He's gone. Half time, he was gone. So he had 45 minutes. I think he played better than Castagna, put it that way, for 45 minutes. But we'll get onto that in a second.
Yeah, I think it was just an average game. It's harsh to judge him any more than that.
Yeah, I think so too. So we will move on because 32 of you have said average, so we'll leave it there. I would have stuck him probably higher up into the GOAT tier, I think myself. I think he was on to a good game until he got subbed, unfortunately. But what we'll do is we'll compare him to Castagna right now. Smash those likes, guys. There's nearly 100 of you here. Get those likes up and please hit the subscribe button if you've just found the channel. We are reviewing the Leicester players for this fixture against Burnley. Yes, Leicester just did draw against Burnley 2-2 at home. Own goal by Jamie Vardy and 2 goals gets us back into it, thankfully, by Jamie Vardy himself. Castagni, that's how you spell it. It's a bit like lasagna. Castagna. I thought he was poor. Yeah.
I think he's another one that's a little bit off again. He had a couple of good games getting back into the team, but it's I don't know, it's just average, isn't it?
I think it's another average performance for him too, but it's up to the chat, isn't it, at the end of the day? And we just get an idea of where they are. But let's just have a quick look where he was last week from you guys, from the Brighton game. You put him in the GOAT. I don't even remember him playing. Yeah.
He came on for
sure. It was phenomenal. Yeah, it was great. When he came in, it was great. When he went on that left side, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Lee, the first goal was an own goal and the second was a wonder goal. You can't blame the defence, says Matez. Yeah, I know. But look.
Yeah, but you can blame a defense. You can blame individuals in the defence, especially with Vestergaard for that. Problem he did.
Yeah, definitely. And you can blame the defence because the own goal could have been easily dealt with by a little bit of this.
Vardy shouldn't have been running into that. Should have been a defender.
Well, let's just turn that on its head. Why the fuck? I'm just going to go full screen for this. Why is Jamie Vardy in the box in the first place? Why are we playing our fastest, most capable player up front? Why is he still in the box? Why are we playing Claude Puel, 11 men in the box at corners? What the fuck are we doing? Because if he's not there, that's not happening. No, I'm not using that as an excuse. That's the reason why it happened. But the fact remains, why is our most prolific striker, or probably Leicester's history, in our box defending at corners when he should be up top when the ball's nicked and played on the counter? Why is he there? Someone give me an answer why Jamie Vardy is defending at a corner in the first place. And then that goal isn't happening. Rant over.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. I really do. You know, I don't think unless you've got a striker, you know, who's got height, and you know it's going to
And
be.
you can clip that. You can clip that. Clip that if you want, and ask everyone online, why the fuck was he there? And don't say because he's tall. He's got about he's 10 stone wet through.
What did you say?
He's tall. He's 10 stone. He's 10 stone wet through. He has to run around in the shower to get wet.
I don't think he's even that tall, is he? Like 5'11", 5'10"?
I don't know. Don't. He's the same height as me. Don't get into that. He's probably the same weight as well. It's frightening. Anyway, moving on. Before I start ranting even more, Castagna average tier done. Next up, we'll go with Youri Tielemans, my man of the match. Youri Tielemans, my man of the match. But we shall see what the guys are saying. There's no way he's any lower than average, so that's done. There's no possible way. There's no possible way.
Yeah, I've no other comment, mate.
What?
About Youri.
He's brilliant.
Mm.
He was. Got great crosses into the box. He worked very well box to box. A lot of energy, a lot of link-up play. Everything you want out of Youri Tielemans, I thought today he was absolutely brilliant in that middle, personally.
Yeah.
Maybe just didn't shine quite well because he was basically shooting the ball against a brick wall all the time because they were solid about, weren't they, Burnley? They just built the fortress and there's nothing else you could do about it. If it wasn't blocked, that shot, that's gone in top bins that he hit, if I remember right. You know? So, for me, he's our man of the match. But, I mean, let's have a look at what people are saying. Yeah, in the GOAT tier. Of course he is. He is this week. He was bloody brilliant. He was missing lots of chances, but you say that, but he was blocked a lot. Come on, there's a lot of men in that box. It's hard to break a team like Burnley down, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, next season, indeed, and Euro will leave. They're too good. Unless we win the Europa, and then we get Champions League football. In the US, woke up to this, says Sean. Sorry, my man. Youri, shite. Really? What game did you watch, Gavin? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'd love to hear what he said about Youri Tielemans. I thought it was really good today. But no one's got the same opinion, but I don't know. We're currently sitting in 12th. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, not brilliant, that, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. We move on to Ndidi, who we were just talking about potentially being a captain role, but unfortunately, I think, like you say, he does seem a bit timid.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me,
gives me a Kante vibe, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's just like a silent assassin. He does all the
keeps
work.
to himself.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had a poor game, put it that way. I thought he did well. I think he did well. But we'll soon see. Let's see what people are saying. Evans seems more captaincy to me. Yes, but Evans is also a little bit on the...
how many years has he got left for Leicester as well?
Yeah, you can't captain someone that's made of glass, basically. Unfortunately, glass shatters. Really? Gave more away than Sansa, says Gavin. Oh, I didn't see that. I'll be honest with you. I only seen the going forwards part of Youri Tielemans. I didn't really pay attention to the going backwards part of Youri Tielemans. Maybe I need to rewatch that. But thanks for your input, Gavin. You know, it's always appreciated. But I don't know. But everyone's voted go. It's not my. This isn't my vote. That's them. Ndidi had a goat game. Ndidi and Youri, I thought, were great. Don't know. I thought they were good, both today. I'd love to do this with you with Man United. It'd be great, and cover United stuff with you. It'd be fantastic. Make you a setup and you do United watch-alongs, and I come in and do this with you. It'd be great, but I don't think that's ever going to happen anytime soon. Brentford and Liverpool kicking off in 5 minutes, so we'll need to hurry up and get this done because I want to go and get my curry and watch that. Soumare unfairly subbed off for Nacho. or not?
I think it was, to be honest with you, I don't think it's unfair. I think it was one of those things that needed to be done with Iheanacho, in the form he is right now.
Well, he's getting a bit of love from the Foxes. Soumaré seems to be liked. He does quite well. I think he's still got a lot to prove, though. Don't you?
Yeah, all your new guys have got a lot to prove, mate. They all do.
1 second. It won't Bob, but we'll put it in just in case people have a different opinion to me, because it looks like this show already has got some different opinions to me today. There you go. Why do we not see Dakar? I don't know. I haven't got that answer. Cannot answer. Shouldn't be leaving the centre circle. Again, Roger's looking for leaders. We do need a leader, mate. That's the one thing we definitely need. Me and Winksy have spoke about this already. I don't know why the captaincy is in the sticks. It needs to be out on that field, and there's only one man for it, and that's Jamie Vardy. He's the one that rattles the away end. He's the one that rattles the defensive, and he's the one that he's the one with the energy, the drive, the passion. Why are you putting a captain's armband in someone in the sticks miles away from the rest of the players on the pitch? It doesn't make sense to me.
No, I agree.
So he's spot on. But Soumaré gave the ball away a lot today. Very average performance by Soumaré, which is probably the reason why he got subbed off for Nacho. Speaking of Nacho, I think we probably move on to him in a second. Lookman, for me, was a poor display today. Lookman. I didn't see much of him. He went down that right side a couple of times, cut in the odd time, got blocked a little bit, and he stuck him in the goat on the last one. But for me, he didn't have his best games today. I think he's going to have to do a lot better than that to take Brendan Rodgers' Perez off that right side, because Perez is coming in on the next one, and he is. You just know, don't you?
Perez.
You just know. You just know, don't you? Perez is already scrolling for those nudes on his Google Photos. You know he is. It's coming. It's coming. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't understand why he's even getting anywhere near the team anyway. What is he seeing? I don't know what he's seeing. I really don't know what he's seeing.
You just know Perez is coming in on the next game. End of discussion. A lot of people are voting for Lookman in the GOATs here, but Tielemans needs to be captain. But do you captain a player that you're going to lose next season if you don't get Champions League football? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Mind you, you could captain Vardy. He could retire after the end of the season. You don't know, do you?
No, but I think he's got a few more years. He's still scoring goals. He had a little bit of a drought, but he's back to where he should be, isn't he? In terms of mentality as well, scoring an own goal and then bagging 2 goals after it. You've got to have some mentality to do that.
Guys, I voted him in as the GOAT this week. Lookman. I didn't think he had the greatest of games. What game was I watching? Maybe I was watching an old Leicester versus Burnley game. I don't know. I didn't think he was that great. Mind you, you compare him to someone like Perez, then yeah, because Perez is all the way down in the drop tier for me instant before he's even done anything. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is at the minute. But I didn't think he was that good, in all honest. But you guys have voted. You guys, 40 of you voted him in. 40% have voted GOAT. Okay. You guys, how did you watch it? I must have watched it with my eyes shut. Mind you, my view, I don't know if I can show you this, but this is my view, if you can see this. I'll send you a photo. There's my view. I don't know if you can see that. There's my view. So it's not quite the same as you guys. I watched the game on a very small screen on the left side. Okay, we'll leave it there with that one. Lookman on that side. Harvey Barnes. Great in the first half. Disappeared in the second for me.
Yeah.
But it's not my decision. It's the chat. So I'll make sure to get it all in. See what they say. There you go. I mean, all I heard was his name in the first half, Barnes. But then the second half, there was 2 Barneses because they had a Barnes on the field too. So that's why you heard Barnes a lot. Harvey Barnes, boys. Good game. The first half, I thought it was linking really well with Bertrand. Cut inside a couple of times, got a few shots in as well, and blocked a few times. Looked almost like he was going to find that, that Harvey Barnes that we all know. But fizzled out the game, I thought. He fizzled out.
Yeah.
Average game for Harvey Barnes, says the chat. I think there's only going to be one other person to get into. What's up, kiddo? You tired?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm just concentrating. I'm trying to do some TikToks in the background.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, you can do that now because you've got a laptop. Average game for Harvey Barnes. Any particular reason why? I said Jamie Man of the match for me. We'll get onto man of the match in a minute. Can't believe Cags is in average. He should be in the Bob. People vote. Giving Tielemans captain may give him a wanting to stay, though, says Alex. That's a good idea. Didn't think of that. That's something that, yeah, you're right, mate.
Yeah, but how much, to what extent? If a team comes, like, say, for example, I don't know, this is just an example. Say if Brighton come for Tielemans and offer like 40 million, right? But you give him captain, okay, that's probably going to do it. But if, I don't know, Man United, Barcelona, Real Madrid come in with 50 million, 60 million, and Leicester give him captain, what will he choose? You know what I mean? There's only so much that can do. It depends what team comes in for him.
How much are you going to get for Tielemans? How much is Tielemans worth? What do you reckon?
I'd say probably about 60 million. 60 to 65 million, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because
if he was English, you're sticking another 20 on there, aren't you?
And especially, I think if he was more of an attacking role, so if he played more of an attacking role as well and got a few more goals, I think his value would probably be about 70 to 80 million. But
yeah, Tielemans is a 75 million pound player. I think he's 80 with an English an English nationality to him.
It'll be coming off a bad well, not a bad well, what would you class this season so far for him? Do you know what I mean? It'd be coming off an average season, I'd say. So as well, which would probably downgrade price considering what it would be last season when he was doing really good and won you the FA Cup as well.
That is too much. 65 mil, to be honest, though, says Ash. I think a lot of people are going to argue around the sort of 50 to 70 mil, somewhere around that figure, aren't they? They all have their own opinions. Vardy slotted into the top tier, regardless if he got the own goal. Maybe it was a little bit unlucky, but he was in the wrong position. I think not his fault. He's just where he's been told to be, isn't he? They're obviously training on defending as a team in boxes, but for some reason, I don't agree with it. I think he should definitely be out of there, to be honest with you. But there you go. Anyone left?
Any substitutions that made a
Nacho and Maddison. Gosh,
Maddison. I think it's unfair to judge him.
I'm not doing Maddison. We're not doing
yeah.
Maddison. It was too late. It was too late for Maddison.
Definitely so.
Never had anything. Never had a chance, to be honest with you. But Nacho, I think, is fair. He had a decent amount. I think it came on in the 60th. Got his assist again. Got in some good positions, but ultimately Burnley defended like a brick wall. I think for me, he's proven yet again that he can assist Jamie Vardy, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
That for me, Kelly,
especially with an off-form Maddison as well.
Yeah, and he's doing Maddison's job for him.
Yeah.
He's doing James Maddison's job for him.
Definitely.
He is. He's doing James Maddison's job. 100%. 77 here. I'm not even doing Maddison. It's not worth it. But I will do. Look, it's in the goats here. We don't even need the poll running for long. It's pretty obvious at this point where he is. I think he deserved to be in the top, considering he's yet again he's a benchman player that gets brought on. He gets an assist instantly. He deserves to be up there. But the chat have spoken. The chat are never wrong. Believe you me, the chat are never wrong. I still haven't made a thing for me yet. A face for me.
Yeah, or Brendan.
I think I might have done actually. I'm gonna get mine just for a bit of banter. just for a bit of bounce, I'm going to stick mine in. I'm sure I've got mine. Yes, I have. Here we go. There you go. Chappers. Let's see this. You enjoy the watch along. I don't normally do this, but I thought for a bit of fun. We're finished in 5 minutes.
You've put 2 Vardys on, mate.
What are you like? Chappers, watch along.
I tell you what, which is one good thing that's going for you is Vardy. The more he gets older, the less he looks like you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I think the more he's getting older, the less he's kind of looking like you. I think you look more like a younger version of him now. You just need that cast on, and I think that's the same error.
I'm not putting myself in the top. If people want to put me in the top, you'll have to put Chappers in the top. But there you go. There's the vote. Put me in.
Man of the match, Chappers.
No, you lot are fucking nuts. Drop. Winksy, you're in. Top bagger, says Richard Black Dog says top bagger. It looks like 2015-16 Vardy, says Electro. Yeah.
I think that is exactly it. I don't think you look anything like him now.
No, look more like when he was banging goals for left, right, and centre and won the league. Still look like that Vardy, do I?
Yeah, I think that's the one you look more like.
Drop didn't rate. We're in between drop. It's drop or go. Come on, boys. Drop didn't rage enough. You're below dropped. Oh, that's terrible. All right.
God, I forgot how funny this bit is.
God, you guys are bloody vicious. You know that.
Wait, someone's using my joke.
Lee put Vardy in twice. Hey, by gum. All right. I'll leave myself in the drop. You guys are bastards. It's 41% each side for drop and go. Oh, dear. We need one more vote to decide it. Someone vote. The Bants were gold today, says Ash. Mate, that's what all this is about. That's all this is about. It's a bit of fun. That's what we do. Chappers does it frustrate you when there's empty seats in the 70th minute when your team is 2-1 down. I'm not there anyway, so don't matter to me. My seat's always empty at the minute. I've not been there for a long time. I don't plan on getting there anytime soon either. I'm always working on Saturday, and by the time I'm finished, I'm too done at the minute because of COVID. So it's too equal with this. Oh, I've made it into the GOAT here. Look at that. 43% into the GOAT. I think I could end it there, Winks. Shall I end it there quick?
I think so, quickly. Press the end.
Quick. I can't get there. Go. End. Yes, we're in. I did it. Might be biased. I've got control of that when we end it, but let's go. Electro frauds. You lot are fucking nuts. You lot are mental, you know that. Right, man of the match time. It's got to be Vardy, right?
Yeah, 2 goals, mate. Well, 3 goals, mate.
I don't even think it's worth writing anyone else in. Let's be honest with you. I think we could go with Yuri, but someone's going to argue with that. And Didi, someone will argue with that.
Do you know what I'd love to see? Do you know when Leicester do the goals of the month on the channel?
Much Vardy. Yeah, go on.
I'd love to see them put that Vardy own goal in, just part of his reel, like a Vardy montage of goals this season, and that own goal goes in just for banter.
Well, someone will do.
Yeah.
Vardy man of the match. Vardy man of the match. Oh, believe it or not, there's been a few votes elsewhere for Nacho, Yuri.
I think Nacho definitely was a game changer. He needs to start next game. 100% he needs to start next game.
Then he's not going to. Perez will start over Nacho.
I know.
Lee Chappy man of the match. I appreciate that, my man. It's like my mum going to see a movie at the cinema, then walking out 2 minutes left and missing the end. I know, mate. It's like having amazing sexual relations with the other half, and you just pull out and just run off. Not finish. Don't finish the job. It is true, isn't it? It's true. Go all that way to watch a football game. and
I
leave
know.
early.
There's some people that
Don't
absolutely
even make sense.
they'd kill themselves to go and watch a match at Leicester City, and people would start leaving.
Does Vardy keep the ball? I don't think so. Early on smoke. It's true.
That's another thing that I'd love to see Vardy do, and it's probably something he could have done. Go and ask for the referee for the ball.
Yeah.
That's a Vardy thing to do.
Yeah.
Or when he scores, put the 3 fingers up, like celebrating 3 goals.
Yeah. Right, my curry tonight. Yes, that's right. We're voting on my curry tonight. We're going for now. I'm a vegetarian, so are we going? Paneer is basically the cheese, right? So paneer. Are we having a vindaloo to burn my arse off? Are we having a paneer gel free? I can't spell gel freezy. I think it's something like that. Paneer Rogan, Josh, or a paneer Boona. Go.
I had a takeaway last night, so I think I've got something healthy today.
Yeah, well, that's what you had. What did you have last night?
Sizzler.
Oh, you love that place, don't you?
Oh, honestly, mate, you need to go.
Lookman passes people Perez wet blanket. Yeah, you're spot on, mate. Perez, imagine Perez against Burnley today. He'd have got snapped in two by bloody Tarkowski. He'd have broke him in half. Oh, everyone's going to blow my socks off with the Vindaloo. Really? Well, I say Vindaloo. Enjoy being on the toilet. Oh, God. I'm going to. I promise. I'll post pictures later on my Insta stories.
What, on the toilet?
Oh, no, not off the toilet, Winks. Not off the pan. Off the plate. It's a Vindaloo. Looks like a Vindaloo's winning this. Lee, your favourite food place in Leicester to try?
Ice and Sizzler.
He's obsessed with this Sizzler thing. I've never been to Wagamama's, and I've heard it's quite good. So I'm gonna try Wagamama's. But I recommend going to the Beef Eater up the Meridian. That's quite all right. But I mean, I've been out in Rothley to the Blue Bell. That's quite nice. That's quite expensive though, to be fair. I recommend. I never pull out Eurovar. Oh!
I never pull out your other half, mate.
Damn. That's a burn and a half. That'll go towards the curry, though. Cheers for that, mate. Wow. Richard with the burn. Up the Teabaggers, though. Yes, the Teabaggers are back next week. Another FIFA stream. The Teabaggers will be back next week. There you go. That solves it for this week's tier review show. Just remind you guys, man of the match, Jamie Vardy in the top tier there. Your goats for today's fixture are Yori and Didi, Lookman and Nacho and myself for the stream. Thank you everyone for coming in. I really enjoyed it today. Unfortunately, Leicester didn't get the 3 points, and it looks like I will be having the Vindaloo tonight. You bastards. I really don't want the burn. I am going to feel awful tomorrow. But because you all voted it, I promise you I will get a Vindaloo. Just because you lot said so. So I will take a photo of it as well. Yes, I will.
All right, so if they told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
No, that's just silly. That's just silly.
Sorry,
That's
I just had to repeat what my mum always tells me.
Yeah, but this is different. I put up the poll. I'm not going to put the poll. Do I jump off A, a bridge? B.
It's down to the chat at the end of the day, isn't it? Like you said, the chat's always right.
The chat's always right, and trust me, the chat's going to be unfortunately right on this one. I am going for a Vindaloo tonight. Thank you everyone for coming in. I really appreciate everyone for joining in with everything we do here on the channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Please smash the like on the video before you go. And remember, we will be live again midweek for Leicester stream, career mode, maybe on FIFA 22, maybe also Tetley FC. Come on, the baggers, T baggers, T baggers, bit of fun. And Winksy will probably be with me as well at some point midweek as well for something. I don't know, we'll see. Until then, take care, everyone. See you in a bit. Deary me.
Vindaloo's already getting to him.
Vindaloo, we're still alive. Vindaloo, it's not ending again, it's spinning. Vindaloo, nah, I'm dying. Why is this? Why does it do this? Sometimes it gets stuck and we're still not going. It still says we're live, so I can imagine we're still live. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. Still
I've not got the broadcast end yet.
People are still coming in and we're still live, and the StreamYard's going like this.
Wait, can I press end broadcast?
Yeah, you could try.